If I could, I would go down to winter with the drowsy she-bear, crawl with her under the hillside and lie with her, cradled, like two souls in a patchwork bed, two old sisters familiar to each other as cups in a cupboard. We would burrow into the yellow leaves to shut out the sounds of the winter wind. Deep in that place, among the roots of sumac, oak and wintergreen, we would remember the freedoms of summer, and we would begin to breathe together, hesitant as singers in the wings, a shy music, oh, a very soft song. Wild pines cracked in the snow above, and seeds froze in the ground, and rivers carried a dark roof in their many blue arms. We would sleep and dream. We would wake and tell how we longed for the spring. Smiles on our faces, limbs around each other. We would turn and turn until we heard our lips in unison sighing the family name. Well, it's a new year, a time to reset, recharge, realign, and of course, rest. January is a special month, the perfect opportunity for change and contemplation. It's the kind of month that forces you to look inwards. I find that a lot of us feel incredibly lost, sad, and I too am all too familiar with feeling the weight and dampness of winter pushing you back into bed to sleep it all away. In its first reveal, winter feels so very bleak. Every year I dread its slow arrival, and after the magic of the festive season, I find myself feeling discouraged by the reality that, yes, this is a new year, but it is also just today, which really is not so different from yesterday, and in all likelihood will look quite familiar tomorrow. It's a numbness, and yet also a striking rawness, much like the effect of winter's breath on my face. This is a season of two halves, an exciting, cozy time of creativity, followed by a slow wait before spring. Bare trees remind us that losing everything simply paves the way for fresh life. So often I can feel helpless and less than for my productivity, or rather lack thereof, during this month. After the hope and bright spark of New Year's celebrations, it can feel deflating to find yourself still in this period of perpetual rest, an uneasiness and restlessness within, as one part of you strives to create, and the other begs you to just slow down. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this is a time of nothingness and hiding, but perhaps better imagined as a season of dormancy, of a time to bury ourselves a little bit deeper into nourishment. Mentally, physically, emotionally, it's a time to collect ourselves and recharge, to think and dream, to hold our friendships a little bit closer and open our hearts a little bit wider, despite the cold drafts that so often make themselves known at the threshold of a new year. Not only that, but to remember that no matter how long this dormancy lasts, to believe and trust that our value is never determined by what we do or do not accomplish, or by our fears or sadness, or even our success, whatever that means, but that we are so valuable and so deeply loved, truly and wonderfully enough as we are.